Hi there guys, how's it going? Matt Tomato here and welcome to another SimCity 3000 tutorial video. So we've looked at fires, we've looked at riots, and in this video we're going to look at one of the most devastating and most annoying disasters that I think is one of the most annoying disasters and potentially really catastrophic in SimCity 3000, and that is space junk. Now the reason I actually find it as one of the most annoying is because there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to prevent it from happening. There's nothing you can do to prevent it from destroying stuff. But what you can do is, knowing that space junk would be a threat, you can sort of plan your city out to try and perhaps attempt to at least cause minimal damage, so to speak. Let me explain. Basically, there's certain buildings like certainly your power plants, which are pretty much the most important buildings in your city. And as such, you want to try and avoid them being destroyed by anything like space junk and things like that, because if they get wrecked, your whole city falls apart. So, one prevention method you can have to at least have a chance of surviving is actually to ram your power plants into the corners. Now, you're probably wondering why? What difference does it make? Well, funnily enough, space junk has a little bit of a tendency to not strike the corners as much as what they would do in the middle. For some reason that is the case. Then again, sometimes it can be proven wrong, sometimes you can be stupidly unlucky, and you can be struck in the corners and all your power plants get wiped out. Who knows, that might even happen when I actually set it off, so we don't know. But for some reason it does reduce the chance of actually being struck by space junk. So ram your power plants into the corners and sort of just shove them in the corners and hope for the best, really, is one of the things you can do. Your water structures are quite small, so with a piece of luck they may not be destroyed. But things like water pipes and things like that underneath will be. So even if your water structures survive, your whole water system could actually be wrecked, because the pipes underneath, I believe, actually get destroyed as well. Because when the meteorite lands, it actually creates a big hole, and it actually wrecks what's underneath as well. So, which is pretty resemblant to real life, to be honest. Apart from that, really, one of the only things you can do is to have adequate fire protection. Now, the reason for that is some space junk, if it hits certain buildings, will cause fires. So adequate fire protection is pretty important. I've just got Portsea Island up here as a good example here. So fire coverage is pretty good, I would say. Maybe there's a little bit of corner over here that's not quite covered, but apart from that, it's fine. Now, another thing that can work in your favour, strangely enough, is the map. You can sort of design a map so that it can actually help you with a reduction in chance of being hit by space junk. Now, it won't reduce the likelihood of it happening, but it will reduce the chances of your important buildings being hit. And pretty much, the map can help you. Now, I've chosen Portsea Island as an example because if you have a look here, there's a massive load of water in the middle of the map. Now, if space junk lands here, who could give a damn? So the map can help you, and if you potentially as well, if you build in a sort of a spaced out way and things like that, then space junk can land in between the buildings and things like that and not cause damage. That is a potential thing to happen. But space junk can land in the water and things like that. It can land on hills like over here where there's nothing around. And that is fine. That doesn't matter at all. So the map itself can actually help you out here. So bear that in mind, perhaps, if you're planning to build a city with the disasters on. Bear the map in mind. Right from the word go, when you're creating your map and you're thinking about your city, think about the space junk and think about the map. Because you might look and go, oh, there's too much water, it's a waste of space. Most of the time it is. But when it comes to space junk, it is bloody brilliant. So ensure that you, well, don't just ensure, I wouldn't focus on it heavily, but sort of use the map to your advantage, and it may actually help you out. But really and truthfully, one of the only things that really people will like if space junk strikes, purely is to activate the warning siren, because at least it lets your people, your Sims, know that it's happening, and they can kind of sort themselves out. And it actually occurs that when space junk arrives and you don't warn them about it, they get really annoyed at you, and even the residential area can experience a decline. So just bear that in mind as well. But pretty much, you have no defense, basically. So you can't build a massive force field and things like that. You can't do anything like that, I'm afraid. But you have no defense. You have possible safety measures, but that's literally it. The final thing that I would like to say before we actually go ahead and see what happens is actually your power plant construction can be pretty sort of helpful, because if your power plant is going to get hit by space junk, depending on the power plant, things can happen. For instance, if you decide to go full out on nuclear power and your power plant gets struck by the meteorite, the nuclear plant will blow up, and literally that whole area of the map, you will be unable to use it for ages because it becomes a complete radioactive zone. So nuclear power plants can be utterly devastating when they are destroyed by space junk. So they're really good power plants, but as I said, like with the power plant build and things like that, if you are going to use nuclear, try and ram them in the corner if possible, because at least it reduces the likelihood of actually being hit. Semicolon declared sexier than comma. Oh my god, what the hell? Right. Okay, so without further ado then, let's see what happens. So poor old Portsea Island, hopefully it doesn't happen whilst I'm here, but poor old Portsea Island is going to be met with some space junk. Here we go then. Space junk! Right. So here we go then. So activate the warning siren. Is the best thing to do, and pretty much all you can do is sit and watch. So follow the shadows. See, that one's landed in the water, that's fine. This one's going to land also in the water. Absolutely fine. See, the map does play to your advantage. Right, anywhere else that's being destroyed? I wish these clouds would actually get out of the way here. Ooh, that was a big hit right over there. Oh, jeez, it's really nasty, and literally all you can do is sit here and watch. There's nothing you can do to prevent it at all. Oh my word, look at this destruction. Oh, that's a big one there as well. That's going to hit slap bang in the middle. Ouch. There we go. See, look at this. It's all landing in the middle of the map, if you noticed, which is really, really weird. But the sides of the map so far have been unscathed. Ooh, lightning storm there as well. I bet that's fun. There we go. Another one just lands in the water. That's perfect. You want them to land there. Oh, gee, devastating. And there's still more. Oh, we'll keep the siren going because there's still more on the arrival. Oh, jeez. Nasty, 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 nasty. Ouch! There's another one coming in over there. Oh, that's just destroyed the avenue. Oh, my goodness me. There's lightning storms happening as well. This one's going to land in the water, so that's fine. Oh, has that one just taken the bridge out? It has. No, it's not. The bridge survived that. How the heck? I have no idea how the bridge actually survived that. Right, half of these are going to land in the water. That's fine. Let's keep it going. Oh, blimmin' hell. See, so far, looks like the power plants have survived. Yep, because they're at the sides of the map. So it's okay. Jeez. Oh. Hopefully that one's going to land in the water. It is. This is a very long storm. My goodness me. Oh dear. Lightning storm. That's just landed in the water. That's fine. Oh, blimmin' heck. Right, that's probably taken out some of the water pipes, I would imagine. Then again, no, they're because they point inward, so that might be fine. Oh, blimmin' heck. It's taken out some of that side over there. Is that the university has just been destroyed? Oh my goodness. My university just got wrecked. Alright, where's that going? Alright, okay, that's fine. This is a massive storm. This is awful. Oh, right in the middle of the park. Oh, that was meant to be Victoria Park. That was the name of that. That's just landed in the water. Perfect. Right, And there you have it. There is the disaster finished. Right. So, usually you get a little bit of a report that comes up as to the damage and how much it's going to cost you and things like that. And pretty much, right, left out of the rain, so that's probably wrecked. There we go. See, it's wrecked half the water pipes. So there's loads of areas that are not being covered by water anymore and things like that. And so pretty much all you can do after that is fix the problems. There's nothing else you can do. So you start with these craters. You can just level the terrain out and it works fine. It just flattens the area back again. Let me just sort of flatten this out. There we go. Just level it out. Just flatten the whole thing. Make sure all the craters are gone and things like that. And literally just go around and just replace everything that has been destroyed. But as you saw, the power plant survived. Everything is okay. Everywhere has power. Everywhere is still functioning. So let's just go ahead and sort of rebuild this because that's going to be nasty. There we go. Alright, so a good way of going about it as well perhaps is to, there we go, emergency saw, warning system saves many lives. So it cost us 6,000 simoleons. There we go, using the emergency warning system, quick thinking. They're impressed with the ability to keep a level head. Okay, right. So it looks like some water structures were probably wrecked in that. So, alright, let's just build a couple more of those because there we go. Right, so all the water system seems to be okay. Ooh, yeah, that pumping station there has been cut off. The road system has been destroyed. So there's much sort of repair work that needs to be done. And it does cost you a fortune, but really all you can pretty much do is ensure that you have money in the bank, ensure that you have enough to repair all the damage. Oh, that's a nasty chunk of pipe that's just gone there. Right, let's just repair some of this up. Okay, so repair the roads, fix everything back up again. I don't know what was there, perhaps a police station maybe? Yeah, this is the problem when things get destroyed. No police station, but there is actually a pretty bad crime problem over here. But I think actually there was a police station over here that was wrecked, so rebuild your infrastructure, rebuild the general area. That was actually part of the seaport that got destroyed there, so that's not particularly nice. But yeah, pretty much you just have to grin and bear it, really, to be honest. It's one of the only things you can do. As we just rezone a little bit of this over here. There we go. Right, and that was the university that got destroyed. Now I think with things like the universities and the important buildings, if you go to your rewards, it actually comes back and it sits there again. So you can rebuild them. So thank heavens for that, really, because otherwise, yeah. Right. I believe that should be there, maybe, I don't know. And there you go, so you just have to literally just go around and rebuild the whole area, because there's nothing else you can do. You can't defend against it, you can't do anything, quite literally. It's awful, that's why I hate it. It's one of the worst disasters ever. But there you go then, so that's pretty much all you can do to combat space junk. As I said, it's one of the worst disasters in the whole game. It's absolutely horrible. But there you go, so if you'd like to request any tutorials, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. But I hope you found that somewhat useful, so thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more SimCity 3000 tutorials with myself, Magneto. Thanks for watching, guys.